Today is a very special day here at Channel 4 and one that we look forward to all year long. It is our KMOV Cares Heroes for Kids Telethon benefiting Shriners Hospitals for Children St. Louis.
We miss having the clowns in the studio, though.
But we're two clowns and
They'll
we're
be
here.
back next year.
There's that.
Well, this year's telethon definitely looks a little bit different. Matt Chambers doesn't look any different. In fact, he seems to look younger every year. Anyway, he joins us live this morning from Shriners here in St. Louis to explain. We sure do miss having all those incredible families and Shriners and clowns here in the studio, Matt.
We really do. It's always a fun and hectic but really uplifting and fulfilling day. But, you know, everybody from stem to stern agreed that given the global pandemic, that was just not a good idea this year. So we flipped this whole telethon on its head, right? Instead of bringing Shriners Hospital to the telethon, we've brought the telethon to Shriners Hospital, and a lot of us couldn't be more excited, as you can tell. Now, one thing that hasn't changed is the amazing work that Shriners Hospitals continue to do for children across the country, really across the globe, but especially right here in St. Louis. So let me ask you this. Do you believe that things happen for a reason? The Mendenhall family certainly does. They found more than just treatment for their young daughter, Owyn, when they brought her here. They found that Owyn's purpose was to lend a helping hand.
Everybody wants their child to be accepted and normal.
When Matt and Tiffany Mendenhall had their fourth child,
You think, is she going to be singled out? Are people going to notice?
it didn't take long to realize that Owyn was different.
Of course, as a typical baby, she had her all her extra fingers closed tightly inside this one, and whenever we pried it open, we realized there were 8 fingers instead of 5.
This was way more than an extra digit. I mean, it looked like a second hand coming off. We were referred to some hospitals that really didn't give us a name for it until we finally got referred to Dr. Goldfarb.
Hey, Owyn, how are you?
Good.
Yeah? How have your hands been doing?
Good.
Dr. Goldfarb at Shriners Hospitals for Children St. Louis realized that Owyn had been born with a rare condition called mirror hands. And when I say rare, I mean extremely rare.
They told us first it was 70 reported cases in the last 300 years.
So instead of forming the ulnar half of the hand and the radial half of the hand, you basically get 2 of the ulnar halves of the hands. It's almost like the hands are mirror images of one another put onto one hand.
All in that moment, I think we felt relief that someone could finally tell us, here's the condition, and I have a plan for you moving forward.
What we did is we took away the fingers that weren't working, and then we took this, which used to be over here like a normal finger, and we turned it into a thumb. So now you've got 3 great fingers and a pretty good thumb, and a wrist that works a little bit better, an elbow that works a little bit better, and so you've got a great hand. In super rare conditions like this, we just go back to trying to maximize function, and how can we help Owyn be as functional as possible.
So that was my corner finger, and then he made it into a thumb.
Wow. There really is nothing that Owyn can't do.
You can go.
That includes back bends, cartwheels, oh no, and utterly destroying me in a quick game of hoops.
For every 1 I scored, you scored 2. We can't tell the people at home that happened. Owyn and her family were so pleased and so moved by their experience here at Shriners that they have opened up their home and their heart to other children just like Owyn from around the world. How does it make you feel to see your picture hanging up in the hospital that helped you so much?
Good.
Who's this guy?
Evan.
Who's Evan? Where did Evan come from?
Canada.
Canada? What did he have to come to Shriners for?
He had a hand problem.
Yeah, similar to yours, kind of like yours. Were they able to help him?
Yeah.
The Mendenhalls actively seek out families like Evan's, inviting them into their own home, sharing Owyn's experiences with them, and welcoming them into the Shriners family. Proof positive that Owyn is always willing to lend a hand. A very special hand.
Can I have a high five? You're just awesome. Thank you. Yeah, she's pretty much my BFF, which is why she's here this morning. Check it out. Owyn with her dad, Matt. First of all, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Owyn, how are you? How do you feel? How's the hand?
Good.
Can we get a rematch in the Papa Shot basketball room after the show?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. She'll still destroy me. Tell me about the future for you, Owyn. What do they tell you in terms of additional surgeries or therapy that you might need to have?
They said that I could get a surgery, but it's my choice because it wouldn't really help anything.
Well, that sounds like you just manage it with therapy at this point. Move on, right? Dad, that's gotta put a smile under that mask on your face.
It absolutely does. To know that she's done and that's behind us, and yet we can still assist others who are getting ready to go through it.
And I'll talk more about that in a second. But why do the two of you both love Shriners so much?
I like Shriners because it feels like family and they're really nice.
Dad, I don't know that there's much to add to that, is there?
There's not a lot to add to it, other than they give the best care around.
The Mendenhalls are such humble folks, so let me do some bragging for them. They have chosen to pay this forward by connecting children that have similar conditions to Owyn's from around the globe to the care here at Shriners that they really need. I mean, they bring them into their home. They go to the doctor's appointments with them. They're just, I'm going to try not to get misty. They're just really, really good people. So here's the deal. In order to create more ripple effects like this one, Shriners needs your help, and that's what this telethon is all about. And by the way, this hour of the telethon is a power hour. That means every donation made during Great Day will be doubled. And I want to give a huge shout out to the amazing folks at Jim's Formal Wear who are matching all donations this hour up to $7,500. That's awesome. I'm told the total for the hour is already over $2,000. So here's how you donate. It's super simple. Call 314-692-6448. Write it down. If you can't do it right now, you can get to it later. 314-692-6448. Such a pleasure to have Matt and Owyn this morning. And, guys, we're just getting started. 2 more inspiring stories yet to come.
There are, I said this morning, there are hundreds of these stories, and we could pick any one of them, and that's why it is so important. Sure. And, hey, a hoot for Jim's Formal Wear. That's awesome, right? Thank you very much for the power hour.
Very big.
Matt will check back with you. Thanks so much. Still ahead on Great Day, we are